Whoop, whoop, what's up, Bearcats? Happy hump day. You know what that means. We're here, we're hanging, we're chilling for the HMG AEW Dynamite Watch Long and Belt Count. Hope you're all having a great week and a great hump day. Whoop, whoop. And Michael and Bruce already doing their shit tonight, pal. But yeah, I'm going to go with 12 tonight. What are you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for stopping in and joining us. Much love. Whoop, whoop, yeet, yeet. What's up, lad Brad? Always good to see you, pal. Bearcats in the house. Yeah, I already got to find another feed because this is like already getting the bad buffering, the real bad buffering. Oh, come on. Come on, pal. Why are you doing me like this?
Going to waste too much of everyone's time because I had said plenty about how much this means to me. I've said plenty about how much this.
Yeah, it's going to be a great product tonight, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Through death itself for this.
Come on with the buffering, pal.
All in, I would win the All Elite Wrestling Men's World Championship. Then I would free it from that briefcase and hold it over my head for the entire world to see. And that is a vow I will keep with. So you can tie me up and you can blame me, but it would not be enough. And like last week, you can wrap a chain around my neck and hang me from the sky. But you would have to kill me before I let this chance pass me by.
So this one's a bit stable.
If you think that I'm going to let the elites
Whoop, whoop.
Death Rider's involvement cost me this, and you are the biggest dumbass in the world.
Yo, what's up? It's cold-blooded. Whoop, whoop. Doing well, man. Always good to see you. Yeet.
Like all of John Moxley's matches, I know they are coming, so I will welcome them. Give me the elite. Give me all of the Death Riders. John Moxley, you give me everything, or you give me death, and make this a Texas. And the answer from John Moxley coming perhaps a little quicker than we anticipated, Ian. And I have to wonder, is Hangman playing off just a little bit more than he can chew tap for the man who assists the fight?
Yep, just in time, pal. Whoop, whoop.
champion is walking out here. Once he heard those words, takes it.
Yeah, waiter, there's some hangman in my soup. Is that some Mox in there too? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that stream keeps buffering. I'm trying to get this other one going.
Like the sword of Damocles over the head of the hangman, hanging pending for now. And all in Texas. Of course, Marina Shafir with that briefcase that we all suspect contains the AEW World Championship title belt. Always the side.
Whoop, whoop.
The leader of the Death Line, the AEW World Champion. That man, John Moxley. So, at all in, you want to put all your chips on the table.
Yo, what's up, Grass? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. What it do, pal?
On the table with the AEW World Championship in a Texas death match. No.
Yeah, deathmatch and John Moxley. That does. Yeah, we've seen enough, but at the same time, at least a Texas deathmatch that actually has. It's that actually is kind of its own set match. It's a Texas death match is a last man standing match, except you have to pin your opponent before the 10 count starts.
You are not going to win because you don't want to win. No.
Yeah, I see that happening, man.
Be right where you are and safe.
Sadly.
You don't actually want to wake up on Sunday morning with the AEW and everything that comes with it. Do you know why you won that Owen Hart tournament? Because it wasn't the highest peak. It wasn't really the top of the mountain. It was nice, but the top of the mountain, no, that's too difficult. That's
Are they kind of tipping their hand a little bit here that it's going to be Darby Allin taking the belt from John Moxley? Talking a lot about climbing mountains and reaching peaks. Is that a red herring for Darby Allin?
People call themselves the best wrestler in the world. That's basic bitch shit. I'm much more than that.
Yeah, I forgot who it was who said it on here, but somebody said that they could see Darby Allin make his return during the Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal. Casino Gauntlet wins that and then cashes in on Mox that night after he beats Hangman.
I will show them exactly who I will show them exactly what a world champion looks like. You do not have it inside of you.
But he was laying on the mountain climbing puns a little thick there. Just a little thick.
What it takes for a Texas death match with me, you're not willing to go as far as you would need to go in a Texas death match is not something you would survive. Texas death is not something.
And again, I know I've given him his flowers for it, but he still deserves it again. Like, yeah, climbing to the top of Mount Everest, that is something to be celebrated. Like, people have died doing it, and Darby Allin successfully accomplished it. Like, props to him for that real life thing that he accomplished. Homie deserves all the flowers for that. Whoop, whoop. I gotta turn the fan on 1 sec. Do a little smoky toky time. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, for real. Hangman versus Darby would be a lot better. That'd be more intriguing. Yo, what's up, Radio? Good to see you, pal. No belt count so far. We're at, haven't seen any so far. And I'm going for 12 tonight. I gotta check this other. Yeah, this feed is, we're getting buffers out the ass with this. Trying to get this other one going. Yeah, it's like that's crapped out. Shit. Let's try this one.
Billy, the number one contender for the AEW World Championship, just 10 minutes. Texas. Wow, that's what they do. They do the dirty work of the world champion.
Oh shit! Yeah, I found a better one. Whoop whoop. A way better one. Damn, pal. Hey, grind it up, pal. Whoop whoop.
Is that the best you've got? Send your little neutered lapdog Claudio after me, cause bitch, I'm still standing. Still standing, huh?
Whoop whoop. Time for a little smoky toke. Whoop whoop. Yeah, get me padding the stats Jones over here, pal.
Be the champion that you say you are. Be the champion. Just
I think that's Marina Shafir. She's one of the Death Riders with Moxley. Oh, yeah, Willow. Yeah, Willow's cool. You're probably ahead of me. Yo, what's up, Zach Minger? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, and happy hump day, too. Whoop, whoop.
There's something I forgot, Marks. You said that I didn't have what it took to step in. You know that's a lie, right? You know that's a lie. But in case you needed a reminder that I'd do anything that it takes.
Yeah, to be fair, Marina Shafir kind of had it coming though. Like you can't just jump and attack dudes from behind, and then not expect to get your clock get your clock cleaned at some point. Not expect a physical receipt coming. Equality, bitches. I like that was actually a good spot. No, it didn't look stiff. It was just Hangman hitting the buckshot lariat as a surprise on Marina Shafir, basically saying like, "Hey, so you know, I'll hit my finish on a woman. I don't give a shit." But to be fair, this particular woman happened to have it coming, so that's why it could have been justified. One belt. Rated E for everyone, pal.
I'll take it. Put that on a t-shirt. Superman is only in theaters.
That's still fresh content. I mean, even though it was an advertisement for Superman, it still counts. But then here she comes now, so yeah. Yeah, I've only seen Luther bump once, and when it happened, it meant something. And it was a sick bump too. Like he took getting thrown in the guardrail the guardrail. Like he took it like a champ. Like he threw himself into it and got air. Yeah, give me Jurassic World, pal. Oh, this is gonna be. All right, the bell count's about to jump. We're about to see a huge jump here. Triple threat Mina, pal. Yep, Tony's won. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are at 6, pal. We are at 6 belts. Because Mercedes now has 5. Yeah, we are at 6 belts now, pal. Yep. Hop to it, pal.
Mercedes Moné captures the TV championship. 4 titles, an opportunity all in Texas to add a 5th to her repertoire. Real Dragon J Crown situation here. Absolutely, and earning the title shot in 10 days by winning the Owen Hart Foundation Cup. Looks a little concerned, does Tony Storm? Maybe more repulsed by this plate of food. I don't know what it is. I mean, the food looks pretty good though. From here, as Mercedes Moné put their on the attack. Mercedes trying to back off. And I don't know if you noticed, Excalibur, Mercedes had those photos of Tony Storm.
Mercedes has 5.
Beneath her
I'm sorry, I was counting 6 total. Like I started off with Tony's 1 and then counted from that 1 with each belt that I saw on Mercedes. My bad. I apologize.
Tony Storm, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. Like put their opponent's face on the bottom of their boots. You see Tony Storm again. She does a look on her face that we don't normally see. A look of apprehension on the face of the AEW Women's World Champion, timeless Tony Storm, but getting Shirakawa. Shirakawa looking for the roll up, finds it. Just a 1 count since referee Mike Posey. Mina shot to the midsection. Mina on the stage reversal. Looks for going through there. Gonna make a stink. Counter by Mina. Mina, so dangerous that figure 4 leg lock. Mercedes knows that well. Nice trip there by Mina Shirakawa. Bought the foot right there. Now mocking Mina's mocking Mercedes. Whoa.
Oh, nice.
What a shift in momentum that would be for Mina Shirakawa. Now cover here.
I think that yeah, the New Japan went the New Japan one she had. I think she dropped that one.
Not even a bite of the steak, not even a sip of water. There's a birthday cake over here. And third times I'm seeing right now for the world champion.
Remember those? I forgot what it was. Like I forgot what those suckers were. Not blow pops. Oh, the name's escaping me right now. But yeah, it was these particular suckers that they had the. My favorite one was always the random one because you really never knew what you're gonna get. It was fun getting surprised.
This be the first bump in the road. What a shift in
Whoop, whoop.
would be for Mercedes Moné to suffer her first singles loss just 10 days prior to her biggest AEW match today. Yeah, absolutely, it would be.
Yeah, welcome any new viewers. Welcome. This is the HMG AEW Dynamite Watch Long and Belt Count, and by belt count, which I mean is we predict how many belts we'll see on the show tonight because of how many belts that we can possibly see. We are currently at 6 right now with the AEW Women's World Title, and Mercedes is 5 belts. Hey, yo, what's up? Todd Brantley's here. Mr. No Monikers Needed. The two-time, bada boom, bada bing, bada bang. HMG Pick'em Challenge World Champion. Let's talk about it. Whoop, whoop. Always a pleasure to see you, man. How you doing tonight? Whoop, whoop. And Dum Dums, thank you. Yes, sir. Yep, so am I. We are currently at 6. Get me 300 Elite Sparta Jones, pal.
Personality of Venus for the fans' attention, but how can you prefer winner Excalibur? Six championships around the shoulders, the waist. Mercedes.
Nice, Radio. Make sure you got to pace yourself, pal. You got to pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Sugar can help Mercedes get some energy, carbohydrate that could work as
for Sparta, pal.
That's like but it's this. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the two hands, but Mercedes counters. It's counters.
Bro. Yeah, but with Mercedes though, you got at least at this point in Mercedes' career, you got the chance of passing out before the end of the match.
The TBS champion with those elbow strike hammers for reverse. And a low drop kick. The knee kick. I like it. Especially because Mina favors that figure four leg lock as, yep, smart strategy.
Yeah, it's only got to stick in his craw at least a little bit. At least a little bit.
The leg around the leg post, and now Mina Shirakawa. The TBS championship match and momentum is just shifted in a very big way here. Mina Shirakawa wrapping Mercedes.
Damn, pal.
Around the ring post to lock in the figure four leg lock. Simply taking the advantage of the corner. Top of the referee right there. Mina's because the opponent thought it was an illegal maneuver, even though Mercedes tried. And the Storm faced the AEW Women's World Championship, so the Storm observing Mina Shirakawa trapped in this statement maker, which you see the premise on Mercedes.
Yeah, that does cover a little bit of ground, but that was like one of the first like 2 or 3 that came to mind was that one. Yeah. How do you botch the you did such a great job of building to it. How do you botch the finish? They've had they've heard like I think Bischoff talks about how like Sting was not in the right place, his head was not in the right place, you couldn't count on him. Well, then why'd you put it back on him?
Both of their knees, ligaments, Achilles, everything. Time to Storm. Tough to get a read on the world champion. Because you're right, Dan. Sometimes when competitors are locked in, that's a good thing. Sometimes this is a block state, it's focus. Mercedes reverse to the challenger, but Mina to the face comes around. The challenger for the TBS championship.
Okay. Yeah, that if you really think about it, that's definitely in contention for one of the worst book matches ever. Like that was the culmination. That should have been the payoff. That should have been the payoff to the complete NWO thing. And then from there, that's when WCW fights back and eventually defeats them altogether. Yeah, man. Like how do you mess that up? How do you mess that up? I mean, just looking at all the facts and evidence in that, it's like, yeah, you can make the point that Sting might not have been, in the right place in his head at that time, but looking at the way he was booked leading up to and after that, that obviously wasn't a problem, So to me, that's not an excuse. Or I say it doesn't qualify as an excuse.
Unrelenting is the champion here. Come on. 2. Well, she realizes, the CEO realizes the threat that Mina is towards her TBS title. She knows Tony Storm's on the outside.
And then negative domino effect on that. All right, we gotta get the belt. We're need to get the belt back from Sting to Hogan. How do we do that? Well, let's have Randy. Let's do the Wolfpack split. Randy Savage goes over on Sting. And then the next night, we're gonna have Bret Hart turn heel and help Hogan beat him. That might have been one of the most mind-boggling decisions I've ever seen made in as far as booking and creative. Like Bret Hart's whole id, like his whole id of coming to WCW, like he wanted Hulk Hogan for ducking him for all this time, and he wanted to become champion. Well, at least the kayfabe character plus the whole Montreal screw job, motivation in there too. But like Bret Hart made it his main goal was he wanted Hogan. And they never did it because Hogan legit kept ducking him. I'm going way off on a tangent. I'm sorry, guys. So we got Mina and Mercedes going.
And now, the glamorous time. Tony Storm still has that gaze look in her eyes. Much of the kick out, much of the expression of our AEW Women's World Champion as we very nearly witnessed Mercedes Moné suffer her first singles loss inside an AEW ring.
I'm actually liking this match. It's pretty decent. My only complaint is this does feel like this should be what you open the show with. This should be like the main event.
Absolutely, but there was enough for Mercedes to stop that flow.
Yeah, give me the Joshis, pal. Whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, damn, dude. Yeah, that match was horrible. Wow. How could they have? I think that might have been whoever was involved in that creative decision, whoever made that creative call at the top or approved it. Was that part of that some sort of intentional sabotage? Okay, let's make the Fiend look so over the top unbeatable that it just completely kills off any aura he had. Run in, pal. It's RBV. Whoop, whoop.
What's up, bud? Sorry, a little bit late here to the party. Number 300. We were running late on record for the 10 count. We had Jargo on with us, so the pacing was a little off than what we usually used to, but we had a good conversation. We had a lot of fun.
No worries, man. How you been? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop.
Good, good. So how's it? Oh, lick that cake, baby. That's the best she's ever looked.
Yeah, no, and the DQ finish in that. How do you have a DQ in a Hell in a Cell? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, they're talking about the worst booked match ever. And the two that came up were Sting and Hogan at Starrcade 97 and The Fiend and Seth Rollins Hell in a Cell.
Okay. We just had actually came up on the 10 count there. That Paz even said that he believed that last year WrestleMania 41 finish was worse than the Starrcade.
Oh, the Travis Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like everybody got up and they heard as soon as they heard that organ playing. And now, again, this is me as a video gamer. Whenever I hear like organ music playing, that kind of signals the final boss is coming. So I think some people were expecting that. And then all of a sudden out comes little Travis Scott, like, really? Like you could just feel the air get sucked out of that arena as soon as it was him.
So our theme here tonight for 300 is heroes versus villains, I'm thinking here.
Yeah, and plus also promoting Superman.
Aha, okay. Well, good. We got a little cross promotion. That's what I like to see. I like that.
Yeah, some good Warner Brothers synergy.
Yeah, all right. That's good then. I'll applaud them on that. Got the young cucks here.
Man, I've seen Next Friday so many times. Whenever I hear them talk about their hometown of Rancho Cucamonga, I always pop because that's where that movie is set.
All right, got my Wii transfer doing here. Right. That should work, all right. Oh, they're touring their home here.
This could actually be entertaining. Like I thought their heel characters in TNA, I thought they were entertaining.
You know what? I had my first kiss at the school. Do you remember one time you told the proctor to suck it? She got written up for shoes. That's where you got so many memories. It might be the only two famous ones that came up with this entire city. 100%. Yeah. But this is so cool. It's really cool.
All right here.
I listened to three. Yeah, they might be threading this throughout the show. I'd say, yeah, we're going around our old town, our town, and their first stop is the elementary school that they went to, and they cut away.
Yeah, it went to the commercial. All right, man. Anybody else joining?
MSG has a link. He might pop in. And also Jimmy T potentially as well.
He said he was going to, but you never know. He should. It's in the morning there. His fucking ass should be up and moving for Thursday.
Good day, mate. I got to turn the AI on, mate, because we're not real.
Let me see what we got. Let me make sure. All right, that's sent to pause. So what we talking about in the chat? How many belts we had so far? Obviously, we had Monet out there. We had the Champ out there. We got any other ones? What opened? What started? Was that
opening? Was a Hangman promo interrupted by Moxley, who sent out Claudio to attack him, and then once the rest of the crew came out, then the Ops came out to back up Hangman, and then Hangman and Moxley cut a promo at each other from. Or Moxley was in the crowd. Hangman was in the ring with Marina because she tried to attack him. He intercepted it. He took the briefcase from her and then gave it back and then told Moxley, this reminder of who I am. He somehow pulls out his finisher and knocks out Marina with it.
Okay. KO10.
And with Marina, he's still kind of the baby face in it because if you look at everything she's done leading up to this, she kind of had it coming. from a character
right.
perspective.
All right,
Not
we
that
got a lot
I'm
of
not.
Superman promo. They're coming in hard on this. Well, they really need this round, this reset, this reboot of DC to really work, don't they? They've got Max has got a ton invested in this.
Yep. Yeah. I think a thing I read said like if this bombs, they could take the entire.
I was gonna say like
thing
they've
down.
got pretty much the entire services hanging on this thing, right?
Yep. So I hope it's successful for them.
Well, you got to think too. I mean, any kind of less than stellar, you just got to start cutting anywhere else. And I feel there is probably some protection because when they split that company, but for the television side, which has mega extreme losses that they wanted to get away from, but any kind of failures, they start looking to trim fat. Could AEW be on that chopping block? Oh, MJF. Right? There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a party tonight, pal. Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
And there's a quick clip there of Young Bucks going back to their old neighborhood as kids. And they're kind of like disgusted with it. It's like, can we get back in the limo? Yes, get back in the limo.
All right. Hey, my show did run. Actually, it went double long. We usually run a half hour. We went almost an hour. So I got some stuff I got to do. But I will be back by the end of this thing to catch this main event to talk with you. I just got to do some stuff here around the house, but I'll be back.
All right. No worries, man.
If that works. But good to see everybody. Good to see that the party's going here. I'll pop back in because I want to watch this main event with you. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this other shit. Oh, come on, MJF. Right. I love me some Fox, but 8 belts.
Yep, we got the tag team champs out.
Oh yeah, good catch. All right, not even 45 minutes in, and we got 8 belts. 3. Hey, it's a big night. 3. Dynamite 300. Could we get a new belt count? What is the top belt count? What is the championship?
I know it's over 20. Because that was when they had
wasn't it like 24 or something like that? They had like New Japan and a Mexican promotion and their own promotion.
Yep. And ROH belts too. Like that was, I think that was during the time when the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn were the trio champions for ROH and AEW and had their own custom belts. So yeah, every time they came on, that was 9 right there.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. All right, cold blooded. Shut up. 4th of July is the day, man. You had to get that shit. What do they call that when you got to get the document like verified? Notarized. We had to get that shit notarized. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll be back here in a little bit for this main event.
All right, man. See you later. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, this is a qualifier, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. Is it that 4-way?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a qualifier. That should be kind of fun then.
Cool.
All right. See you guys in a little bit.
All right. Whoop, whoop.
Peaks and valleys as of late. With Billy Gunn at his side, tell Billy to stay. Venice, California, weighing 285 pounds, Rudy King.
Okay, so anyway, so Brody King is this woke dude who has the eye of the Illuminati eye on his. Okay, that's all I need to know. That yeah. Yo, what's up, Scott Woodford? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Hope all is well with you, man. Say the line, Todd.
Lashley at ringside. Look at this man right there.
Mercedes. I think Mercedes won that. Yeah, Mercedes won. Nice, Scott. I totally forgot about that, cold-blooded. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, and his booking's not been all that well. They don't do enough to protect him. Too vulnerable for a big guy. At least never straight up. Like, if you put the right stipulation in place and then you structure and build the match correctly, you can believably have Darby Allin win that. It's just the circumstances have to be there. It has to be booked and written and structured correctly. Yeah, all you guys look at how all the big men are booked.
Both men spilling out to the floor. Brody King back into the match. Brody King now.
That's kind of tough because they okay, I do remember that one, yes. When MJF finally revealed, like, when he finally plunged the knife in CM Punk's back. And he repeated, like, started calling himself the devil. I love how MJF has changed his gear up to look like MVPs, but he also, like, it still has his, touches to it.
MJF, John Throat and Anthony Bowens. As we mentioned, Mark Briscoe possessing that #1 spot in the men's casino gauntlet match 10 days from now, all in Texas.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so smart. Landing for him. Take claims that now Jones will put it out. Yeah, that's really everything.
Man, I don't remember that, unfortunately. I apologize. I don't think but to be fair, I don't think I even saw that either.
Number 2 spot in the men's casino golf adventure, all in Texas on the line right now. MJF just humiliating him when he gets to the center of the ring, but little does he know that even Brody King is back in the fray. And be careful here, Max. MJF trying to fly. Oh, Brody King not working out too well for MJF, MVP. No, it's working out perfect because he's got the shirt spotless. He's standing right here. He cannot lose. And over Fox, using that unpredictable offense, would quit this by Fox. But MJF lands on his feet to the end. Fox blinded, but Bowens comes in. Hump kick to the jaw. And now Fox and Bowens working in tandem. Yeah, it's every man for himself. Sometimes in a match like this, you got to team up for a second or two. Double lariat. And you got to give credit to Aaron Fox and Bowens for Brody King. He's so big, so powerful, so talented. It's smart play. You're right. I agree. And while we have a moment, fans, DraftKings official partner of AEW right now, all customers can join a free-to-play pool for the all-in pay-per-view. Simply answer questions about the main events, get enough right, and earn your share of the prize. Download the DraftKings app right now. Sign up with code AEW to play free.
Oh man, I do not remember that.
This level they were, but you're
I'll
right
look this up.
regarding Fox and his experience. Also, watch it. The floor at Fox was stripped on MJF, and now Fox. Fox put the back of Fox's head. A left sweep. That's Fox. We see the innovative offense once again. Rolls through. Fox. That shows the inexperience of it. Brody King. Shots from Brody King. You know, I gotta say, Brody King didn't have his head so far in his own ass. He was ready to suck. Don't want to roll that in? Oh no, he needs material.
All right, I got the match pulled up. Oh yeah, Moxley's like he's clearly like agitated and pissed off about something. Yeah, he's definitely on edge. Like he's clearly like pissed about something.
I try to be like you did see that's MJF.
Yeah, he's very on. Oh, damn, he's on. Yeah, unhinged is the best way to describe this. Damn, dude.
to you, no matter if you like Max or not, that kickout was not easy. Remember, this was for the number 2 spot in the men's those first 2 spots.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any of that at all. That's the first I've ever seen of that. Damn.
Because it's so important to get that number 2 spot in the men's casino gauntlet at All In next week.
All right, for the first time ever, I feared for my life, and
Alongside Mark Briscoe and for you. Running first in front of me. I can tell you who's going to get that second spot. His name is MJF. MJF, the hammerlock. He's got balls. Oh, the TNT with the hammerlock. That's nasty. Brody kicking the left. MJF was looking for heat seeker, but instead Brody. But while Brody's hands were down, Bones caught with a thrust kick to the side of the head. The drop kick to the knee, and now AR Fox. Oh, DDT on Brody from the ropes. Bones trying to keep the pressure. Oh, the rumble from Bones. Trying to pro wrestling's getting amped up here. I gotta tell you, this is an amazing matchup with Brett Scott.
yep. Like here's the best fictional comparison I can come up with for Brody King. Let me make sure I don't remember the character's name, so I'm gonna go and look at it as the character. And MJF over, pal. Yeah, Brody King reminds me of Mikey from Recess.
Starting things out a crucial victory for Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Certainly was MJF heading into All In Texas in a critical number 2 position. Taz in a match that can end at any time. First pinfall or submission. Absolutely.
Woo, woo.
He's had some words for MJF. Congratulations, Max. You have officially won your qualifying match, and you will be the number 2 entrant in the Casino Battle Royal and all that.
MJF has a tiny kosher pickle. Give me frat boy Vance Jones, pal. Whoop, whoop. And belt count is currently 8 at the moment. Whoop, whoop. Give me jet speed, pal. Yeah, for real. Here's a real threat to the Hurt Syndicate. Kevin Knight, you know, okay, if he's in there with if his tag team partner's like a Vader, okay, cool, you got a shot. Instead, you got they, them, Mike Bailey. Mr. Pronouns there. Yeah, Jurassic Express is more of a threat because you at least had that monster in Luchasaurus there. So you had that power. Oh yeah, he's wearing shoes for the. Yeah, he's actually wearing shoes for once. Damn. That's some good attention to detail, pal. Make it look a little bit real. I remember, Todd. Ooh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, wasn't when Colt Cabana and Adam Page were involved in it. Because AEW, yay! Oh yeah, and Brody Lee was the leader. May he rest in peace. Yeah, where has he been? That's a good question. Where has Colt Cabana been? Yeah, they better not lose. They better not lose. That'll be the most unbelievable thing, man. Like Lashley should be able to handle both of these guys by himself. Realistically. Okay, cool.
Damn, giving them the right advice. Stay down. Stacking carcasses. Just a mugging.
We heard people, pal. Yep, the Hurt Syndicate is in the business of hurting people. And this is the first time I ever heard this line about or variation of this line was in the movie Major Pain. Yeah, so hurting people is their business, and business is good. Yeah, and I went back to that was the Major Pain version of that line.
If you want to keep those titles, you got to learn how to kill us.
Yeah, for real, man. You need some kryptonite for that. Yeah, for real, man. Get some lips in those boots, pal. We got another run in. MSG in the house. What's up, pal? Whoop, whoop.
Somebody else ran in? Who ran in?
Oh, yeah, we had RBV earlier, and he's going to be back later.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
This is just a normal Dynamite, right? We're not getting 4 hours again, are we?
Yeah, no, regular Dynamite, even though it's the 300th episode.
Whoa. Okay. That's big. What's up, HMG peeps? What's up, Lab Rat? Thanks for showing up tonight. I know you showed up last night as well during my stream, so I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Anything notable yet on tonight's show?
They did a thing where
So notable that you know.
No, I'm stretching. Yeah, I'm trying to stretch here. Yeah, they did a thing where Hangman was going to kind of reminded Moxley of here's what I'm capable of, and he lays out Marina Shafir with his finish. Here's the thing, though. Marina's kind of had it coming to her. She's been jumping and attacking men without getting any consequences for it. So it's kind of a receipt.
Gotcha. All right, so we're on commercial break right now.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Oh, it actually has kind of a heroes and villains theme tonight because of the Superman cross promotion with Warner Brothers.
Wait a minute. Brandon went head to head with me last night. You son of a bitch.
I didn't even know you're on YouTube.
I usually go live now Tuesday nights at like 10ish on my South Park YouTube.
Okay, I apologize. I didn't even know that was live.
No, you're fine. You don't have to apologize. I'm just giving you shit. How's your day been, bro?
It's been all right. I'm kind of on pins and needles with my car situation because
still.
Yeah.
All right.
But the thing is, I kind of looked at my budget for the month. Like if all I do is work inside at work,
because you have a regular job too. I forget.
Yeah. So as long as I can still work inside at Papa John's, I can survive like the time that I don't have the car because it's estimated I get it back in 6 days.
Okay.
So worst case, I'm just working, 50, 60-hour weeks the rest of the month with DoorDash and the main job.
Gotcha.
Which is cool because it's just, driving around and listening to podcasts and catching up on the ones that I missed out on from not being able to drive and listen to them.
No, I feel you. I'm considering moving back to Arizona in the fall, so we'll see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of Connecticut. Young Bucks are showing up now.
Oh yeah, they've been doing a thread throughout the show where they do vignettes. So like they're back in their old hometown. Like they had one earlier of them at their elementary school.
Oh,
they had
okay.
one. They did one of their later on in their old neighborhood, and they're kind of like acting disgusted with it. It's like, you don't get back in the limo. Yes, get back in the limo.
Matthew Jackson purchased on the company card on
I'm sure Tony Khan doesn't mind.
Like, this is the Young Bucks that I find entertaining. I don't care about the moves in the ring. Like, I like this Young Bucks. These Young Bucks are fun to watch.
The characters, yeah. The desert is calling, cold-blooded. I would agree. I'm not going to move back during the middle of the summer, though. It's just asinine for me to do that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, wait for that hot season to get past.
I agree with you, Scott. I want to move to Florida, too. I really like Florida. I can see why people want to retire there after going down there a couple times, especially like West Palm Beach area and Boca Raton and Miami on the coast. Oh my God, it's just so beautiful down there.
Have you ever seen that photograph when Randy Savage invited Vince Russo out to his house in Treasure Island, Florida? And there's a actual photograph. It's Russo and Randy Savage like on the shore, like on these rocks while waves are.
No, I have not seen that.
Yeah. It had been funny. I had somebody else like, "Who are you guys?"
Take a shitta coming out to the ring now.
Whoop whoop.
All right, so we got a trios match here. What games are you playing right now? Are you just still playing the classics?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the classics. I downloaded a few new ones recently that from my childhood, like Joe and Mac, Batman Returns.
Nice. I'm playing through Spider-Man right now. Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
Oh, nice.
Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. So are they calling themselves Paragon now? Is that the name of their team?
Yep, no more undisputed. And yeah, they kind of ditched all the undisputed stuff.
Okay.
Kingdom and yeah.
Bandito. I always think it's weird when they put these weird people in these matches. It's like, all right, cool, Ring of Honor guy.
Wait, so Bandito, that's it's now 9 belts.
Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yep. Yeah, we had the AEW Women's World Champion, and then we had Mercedes 5 belts.
What's up, Todd?
Yep. And then her syndicate with their belts. And then us number 9. Hey Todd, I think we have a shot at getting it with our 12, pal. Yeah, which figure you left in the toy box, pal?
Indiana Jones. Oh, okay. Nice. That's a good game as well.
Oh, here's an obscure SNES game that I remember playing. Remember the Page Master?
Yes, the movie and the game. Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin and Christopher Lloyd.
Yep.
And then Whoopi Goldberg was voiced one of the books.
That's true. I've got every Super Nintendo game on downloaded.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's on my Nintendo Wii along with every Game Boy Advance game.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's like everything had a game back then.
Yeah, like if you go to like archive.org, you can find them.
Oh, shit.
NES, ROMs, archive.
Oh, speaking of archive, that's where I found for HMG After Dark, I've been doing That's My Bush.
Okay. Yeah, if you just type in SNES ROMs archive, it'll come right up with like the first thing, complete US SNES ROM set.
Oh, nice.
So it'll give you every SNES game that's ever been released. So I got that, and then I have the same thing with Game Boy Advance. Doom: The Dark Ages. How was that? I've been seeing advertisements for that. All right, Todd. I'm giving you a drum roll.
Get me Resident Fallout whore, pal.
Tatum Paxley is your new number 1. All right. Is that a chick?
Yeah, she's on NXT.
Oh, okay. I'll watch NXT. That's why. But the Next Level Review podcast is available right now on channelattitude.com.
As crazy as it is, I think it's because like NXT, TNA, they fall so far under like the corporate radar that they let a lot of the people there kind of do their own thing without micromanaging it so much. So it's a lot more. It's kind of. I think it's a better show. Like I watch all 4 plus AEW. I really think that TNA/NXT are the better wrestling shows of the week.
Rick says he's trying to make it back on for the main event, but he's not sure. He said they ran long on the 10 count show.
Ah, gotcha.
What's the main event tonight?
Oh, that's a good question. Pull it up.
Main event, Dynamite, AEW.
Yeah, so the Google AI says John Moxley and Shawn Spears. So yeah, that obviously ain't working. That obviously ain't it. It's like Okada versus Ibushi.
Oh, is it?
Or it could be that 4-way, yeah.
Because Google AI is saying it's Kazuchika Okada defending his title against Dax Harwood.
Oh, yeah, I think that's it. It's AEW, man. Who knows?
Darby Allin's back? No, I'm just kidding. He's not back. You say goodbye, and I'll say go. Oh, I think you're right. It is Okada versus Ibushi.
Which, if that's the main event, like why? And a lot of people are not new viewers who don't know who Ibushi is coming over from New Japan. Why not have packages of him in New Japan or his previous appearances in AEW? Why not have a backstage interview with him so you kind of get to know him a little bit and get to care about him?
I thought, oh, yeah, that's true. Did MJF already have his match?
He did. I think it was, who was it again? Shit, we just watched it.
Brody King, Bowens, and AR Fox?
Yeah, it was a 4-way, and he won.
MJF won?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he tapped somebody out. I forgot who.
Did they already have the Heroes and Villains tag team match?
I think this is it, right? Yeah, that's later on.
Okay, Swerve Strickland and Ospreay.
Yeah, because they're facing the Young Bucks at All In.
Right. How about Mercedes Moné? She had her match yet?
Yeah, there was the first match on the show.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
We don't have to watch that.
Yeah, it was her defending the TBS title against
whatever. She won, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
CEO. Right, yeah, and they couldn't, yeah, and after everything the Hurt Syndicate did on those guys, they like no sold it.
No sold.
Like I get what you're going for, the whole fighting spirit thing, but and I say this as a dude who throughout most of my school years, I got into fights and I shouldn't say got into fights. I found myself in fights and I was always the kind of guy like, unless I'm unconscious and I can't get back up, this thing's still going.
is a machine in here. It's that Mason gets strength to catch the manual challenge for the Ring of Honor World Championship in 9 days' time.
Do we just watch a dog and a Superman cape fly across the screen?
Yep. Got to promote it, bro.
And to be fair, like Warner Brothers is banking huge on this on the DC Universe reboot. So yeah, make sure you go all in on the promotion for it.
I guess, yeah. It doesn't look bad. The Superman movie doesn't look bad. I don't know if I'm going to go pay to see it in theaters. I have the last couple times I paid to see DC movies in theaters have not been the best. So I'm like kind of like iffy on paying to go see those. Same thing with Marvel. I haven't paid the last couple movies to go see Marvel movies either.
One movie I want to see when it comes to theaters, I want to make sure I go with my grandfather to this. Spaceballs 2.
Classic revival.
Yeah, and the fact that Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement for this, he come out of retirement for Spaceballs, but not for Ghostbusters. That says something.
Right. They must have paid him a good amount of money, though.
Or I wonder what is his relationship with Mel Brooks like? Like, okay, like for you, Mel, I'll do it.
Right. He is a legend because Mel is like almost 100 years old at this point.
Yeah, and that announcement video where he's in there, he's got the energy of somebody 20 years younger.
He's old, though. Yeah, it's crazy. That is true. It is a James Gunn movie, so hopefully it is well, Scott. Mel is 98. That's what I'm saying. I knew he was close to 100.
Just turned 98.
I knew he was close to 100.
Yeah, but he's still got that energy to him, man. It's crazy.
Rick Moranis must have just a good amount of money for him to just retire and not have to worry about stuff.
I'm sure. Or he was very smart with the money he made while he was acting.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
He pretty much left the acting business because to take care of his kids because his wife was pretty much dying.
Right. Well, he did all those Honey, I Shrunk the movies. Did the Ghostbusters. I'm sure he probably still gets residuals off Ghostbusters too, I bet.
Oh, yeah. And the Honey movies too.
Yeah. Well, they don't really show those much, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movies anymore, but they definitely do show the Ghostbusters movies.
I will say, I think it was last week I walked in. I work at the Penn Station next door to my Papa John's. I walked in there for a soda, and they have a TV on the screen. No joke. Like last week I walked in, they had Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playing.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Do I have a favorite Dynamite moment? That's a great question. No. Not that I can remember off the top of my head. Oh, wait, I've got one. My favorite Dynamite moment was when they tried the exploding match and it didn't work. That was my favorite Dynamite moment. Because it was so ridiculous.
Yeah, and the on-the-fly call there should have been was, oh, Kenny Omega, you can't even set something up like that. Ha, 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 ha. Like, they should have just completely played it off like that. Instead, it's like, oh, yeah. And Tony Khan goes out there and goes, yeah, the Pyro guys didn't do a good job.
Right. I did like the Adam Cole and MJF stuff. I know people crapped on that, but I thought that was funny when they were together.
Yeah, and the whole thing with him being revealed as Adam Cole being revealed as the devil, but he was injured and hurt, and he couldn't really pay that off. And then MJF disappeared from TV. Like, what? Yeah. How does that make any sense?
Yeah. Yeah, my buddy who lives in Arizona, who has a house out there, was like, "Yeah, dude, you can move back here, and I'll just charge you X amount a month." And it's like $400 cheaper than what I'm paying for a studio out here.
Oh shit, yeah, you can't really
And I'm like, wow, I could move back. I could just go back to door dashing and acting again if I really wanted to. Because I haven't acted in like a year, and it's starting to drive me a little crazy. Oh wow, take a shit and the Bucks are gonna win. Shocking.
Yep.
I think I'm a little bit ahead of you, yeah. Oh,
See,
Swerve and Osprey.
See, it looks like there's an alliance now between the Don Callis family and the Elite.
Right.
Because like with Okada now being part of the Don Callis family, but he's still buddies with the Young Bucks, so
Right. Oh, Swerve's gonna cut a promo here.
in a weird way, because like I'm a big time Oasis mark. I kind of get Will Ospreay's character. And why he dresses the way
Today's
he
gonna
does.
be the day I'm gonna come back to you. Right now, I should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe in anybody feels the way I do about you now.
You gotta put some salt. You gotta put your arms behind your back and get in it, pal.
And all
You
the
die, it's
roads,
gone.
and all the roads that we have to walk keep winding. And all the lights that shine upon keep blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, and I don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder wall. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, chat.
I'm glad somebody said it on air. The Young Cucks, pal.
First Hangman, now you guys. You think you make the rules? You think you put the stipulations? You're not the boss. We are. We're EVPs. You aren't. So you want an answer? You want it right now? Hell no. Because what do we get out of this?
I'm glad they're addressing that hole in logic.
I got something you might be interested in. I'm listening. If you guys accept this match and you beat us at All In, then me and Swerve can't challenge for the world title for 1 year. Whoa. Not on the same page. Is that right? 1 year. 1 year. Okay, hey, that's the smartest thing you've ever suggested. Well, hey, you got a deal, but you got to get Swerve on the same page, because I can tell he's a little bit confused about this. Swerve, hey, all up to you. Swerve,
Whoa.
This is what you want too.
What the fuck just happened?
All right, you guys are a little ahead of me. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
It went to black. Tell me if it happens to you at the end.
I have not seen anything go to black.
Well, I think it went right to black at the end of the segment.
Like I saw Swerve be like very conflicted about the whole deal, and he says, "Okay, I'm in." Yeah, it looks like it's went to a regular commercial break.
Oh, okay. On HBO Max, it just went to black.
What was the last thing you saw?
Excalibur was talking while he was trying to throw to commercial break, but it cut him off abruptly. That's weird. Well, we used to have sing-alongs when Ben was doing the fucking Wednesday nights. He was, the rapping and the reggae and all that fun stuff. YouTube won't let us do that, though. YouTube gets butthurt.
Your Twitch is a little bit more. They're a little bit more lenient on that.
They are.
Like, dude, I can't tell you how many Twitch streams I've done where I'll have like a actual copyrighted songs playing in the background that I sing along to. 0 strikes.
Right. Are you? Do you watch any of the Squid Game stuff?
I have not seen any of the Squid Game stuff.
Me either. I tried watching the first episode and I couldn't get into it.
I mean, I can see how the premise could create a compelling story.
I will say I did watch this Looney Tunes movie that they're advertising on HBO Max. The Looney Tunes movie was actually pretty good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they usually
The Day
do
the
pretty
Earth blew up. Yeah, it was actually pretty funny. I enjoyed it.
For some reason, you can't like the Looney Tunes never seem to miss, or if they do, it's very rarely.
Yeah, it's their first ever full feature length movie too. So, not counting Space Jam, but yeah, it was pretty good, Lab Rat. I liked it. I actually laughed a lot while I watched that movie. I watched it yesterday. I've been trying to get caught up on the Marvel series stuff too, so I'm watching Luke Cage right now. I'm almost finished up with season 1 of that. Did you ever watch that?
I never did. I really should have. So I heard nothing but good things about that.
Well, I watched the first 2 seasons of Daredevil. I still haven't watched season 3 or Daredevil Reborn Again yet, but like everyone was saying before you watch Daredevil season 3, you got to watch the other stuff because it all connects. So I watched the first 2 seasons or the only 2 seasons of Iron Fist. Now I'm watching Luke Cage. I refuse to watch Jessica Jones, though. I'm not watching that. So I'm going to get through Luke Cage, and then I'm going to watch the only season of Defenders. Excuse me. And then I'm going to finally watch the 3rd season of Daredevil, so that way everything connects and stuff like that.
Man,
The
Vincent
guy
did not for you. I thought he was stuff I saw from him, at least like some of the clips I saw from him as Kingpin were great.
Yeah, no, like the 2nd season of Daredevil was good. The other show where Kingpin was on it was really good.
9 belts.
I didn't get a belt. Yeah, well, they only give belts to heroes.
This is technically original content on this show, so that this does count for the belt count.
Oh, really? You're counting it?
Yeah, I mean, it is technically original content on this show, but it's also being used to promote a movie. But
all right.
Now, if it appears again, it will not count.
Right. No, I refuse to watch Punisher, dude. I can't get into it, Lab Rat. I tried watching all the Punisher appearances on Daredevil. I can't do it. I don't like the actor. I'm sorry. Everyone loves him, but I can't do it. Can't get into it. So I'm going to pass on that.
All right, so after 2 weeks of being in the main event, Beast Mortos is now in the semi-main event. Now, I don't think it has anything to do with who he might be with or anything. Sorry, it's that's just way too obvious. The optics are, yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily need to watch The Punisher because, I mean, the whole thing about going into season 3 is going to be about the Hand anyway. So, like, that's pretty prevalent. That was pretty prevalent in Iron Fist. And then I know that that parlays itself into Defenders. Yeah, Jones, I'm not going to watch that. Jessica Jones. It's just way too much Marvel stuff. I mean, Luke Cage is not a bad show. It's just kind of hard to get through too, because I'm just kind of like, why is this guy being kind of like, and pardon the French, kind of a pussy? I'm like, dude, you're like almost indestructible. You're basically Black Captain America. What the hell? But I get it. It's like his origin story.
Yeah, that's where he kind of need the writing to come in to fill that gap and explain why he's that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad show. But I'm going to get through Luke Cage, and then I'm going to watch The Defenders, and then eventually I'll finally start Daredevil season 3. The first 2 seasons of Daredevil were really good. Daredevil's really good. But I'm basically 2 seasons behind on Daredevil before I can on that show.
And I know probably I might get some heat for saying this, but I really thought, in my opinion, the best on-screen, on-camera portrayal of Kingpin, Michael Clark Duncan in the Daredevil movie. I mean, I thought he did a fantastic job just from the whole presentation, the acting, the way he presented himself. To me, like, I thought that's what the Kingpin character embodied, and he nailed it.
I rarely cry when it comes to movies, but one of the earliest movies I ever cried in was The Green Mile with Michael Clark Duncan. When he's crying in prison, like, that made me cry. I was 14, and I remember thinking, this big black dude cried, I can cry too.
Yeah.
I did start Ironheart today too. I watched the first episode of Ironheart. That was all right.
Oh, you know what Michael Clark Duncan's first actual like credited role is?
What's that?
He had a non-speaking role in Friday.
I was going to say he was in Friday, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the flashback where Smokey talks about when Debo knocked out Red. He's one of the guys playing the dice game.
I do like the guy who's playing the Kingpin right now, though. The actor that's playing the Kingpin is really good. I think it's interesting just watching all these shows, like all the connections between Rosario Dawson. She's like in all these shows. It's crazy.
Oh, did you ever watch any of the commentary on Clerks 2?
Yes. Been a while.
Did you catch the part where one of the things that sold Rosario Dawson was the donkey show?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, nice, Todd. Dude, is that not a hilarious show or what?
Yeah, Sunny. I'm always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's a good show, but that's like one of those shows for me right now. They've got so many episodes up. That's hard for me to start it.
Yeah, I think they hold the record for the longest running live action comedy series of all time.
They do, yeah. When was the last time I actually looked forward to Dynamite? That's a great question, Todd. Maybe when I was doing Light the Fuse back in the day.
Yeah, good question. That's maybe the first one. Like, okay, let's see what they do.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe when Cody Rhodes was still on there on the show.
Yeah, if you like looking back now, Cody Rhodes really was like the first domino to set like the downfall in motion.
I can tell you the last time I, was excited for well, it wasn't the show's not on the air anymore, but when it was Rampage, when CM Punk made his debut.
Okay, yeah, because I ever like when it like the first was the first dance or whatever. Yeah, the
Yeah.
first dance.
Dynamite 300 live from Ontario, California. Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay attempting to get on the same
Counts for something.
The Beast Mortos Dralistico making that very
Clerks
I
2
never got-
wasn't.
tonight, 10 minutes
Sorry.
away from
Go ahead.
in Texas.
I never got a chance to see Clerks 3 yet, but I remember the premise like got changed to like Randall was essentially like it self-insert for Kevin Smith, like
Yeah.
him.
No, Clerks 3 wasn't that bad. I enjoyed Clerks 3. I've got a friend of mine who's writing a movie kind of like not Clerks 3, but like a similar style where it's about people, like a coming of age story kind of thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and then when
I was
Brody
gonna say,
Lee was
I think I'm gonna be in the movie, so we'll see.
oh nice, very cool. Yeah, and Brody Lee was on camera and he was the TNT champion. That was actually some pretty good stuff.
It's
Like him-
Wednesday. You know what that means.
And then him doing his Vince McMahon impersonation vignettes, those were pretty
Yeah,
good.
those were funny. When the Dark Order actually meant something.
Right, like, okay, now the Dark Order is a threat because they got this guy. Okay, now we know who the leader is, and this guy's calling the shots, and they're actually being treated like a threat now.
Right.
And then he died and went to shit.
Yeah.
Instead of turning them babyface, having like signing Eric Rowan and having him step up, and then turning them as and making them good guys.
Right.
Like you got that, and I'm sure Brody would have been like, "Yeah, bro, go with it."
Crazy to think that both Brody King and Bray Wyatt both have passed away. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I never forget like some of the social media posts that Bray Wyatt put out when Brody Lee died. Like that felt like the most like real he was being, where he said like this. He's like what he said was it wasn't supposed to be like this. We were supposed to be in our 60s and 70s doing Wyatt family spots and VFW halls.
Right. I don't like the fact that Ospreay uses a Styles Clash.
I don't either, but at least like he's explained it from a character and story perspective of why he does, even though it's a super markish reason.
Yeah. All right. Main event.
Get this man a press pass, pal.
Main event coming up now.
Whoop, whoop.
Okada versus Ibushi.
I think that puts us at 9 for tonight for belts.
You gonna watch this Minecraft movie?
I did not get it. I just haven't had a chance to see it. Like
I'm not gonna watch it.
And I also said some of the viral stuff of people throwing rubber chickens in the movie theaters. That was kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I watched the first episode of Ironheart. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like great, but it wasn't bad. Oh my God, Sex in the City continues with another show.
Whoopee.
They're really milking this crap. And just like that.
Some recent reports about how I'm sure you've heard the news about how Britt Baker wants out and AEW is not letting her out. Which, to be fair, I got to give AEW Tony Khan their props. That's actually the smarter strategic move. Because if WWE all of a sudden debuted her at Evolution, that would help. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, no, we ain't letting that happen.
That F1 movie looks pretty good. I want to see it.
I wish I was getting commercial. I got this. This is graphic that says AEW Dynamite 300.
Yeah, no, it's just HBO. Now I got that too on HBO Max. It just says we'll be back soon. But yeah, there was some commercials there.
I'd rather have commercials than this.
Dude, I'm actually kind of pissed today. Freaking the season premiere of South Park, the premiere day got changed. It was supposed to debut next Wednesday, the 9th. And now it's fucking not debuting until July 23rd because of the whole merger between Paramount and whatever.
Yeah, and I love how Trey Parker and Matt Stone, even in their 50s, they ain't afraid to call shit out and put people on blast.
Yeah, dude, they've got fuck you money. You know what I mean?
For real, they do.
Did you listen to this week's Castrating the Marks yet?
I just finished it. I didn't. Did they mention that? I don't remember.
Well, they mentioned at the top of the show they were talking about how in like the 15 minutes soliloquy when Vince was talking about it was obvious he's talking about the fact that he wanted to be on Busted Open Radio, but they basically told him that if he keeps making fun of Denise Salcedo, he can't be on there, right?
Yeah, and then they confirmed it on this week's SmackDown Raw review. Like they pretty much said it without saying. The only person they didn't name was Denise. Other than that, they pretty much named everybody else.
Right, exactly. So, with that in mind, he was talking about how when they first brought on Aubrey Huff basically said, "I don't care. I can say whatever I want to say. I've got fuck you money." So, you got fuck you money.
Yeah, basically, it's like, you can cut me off from monetary streams. I got reserves that it don't matter.
It doesn't matter. You have that much money. Quit checking it. Next weekend, 4 shows. Oh, that's right, because there's fucking the pay-per-view, Saturday night's main event,
All In, and Evolution, and Great American Bash, All In, Evolution, and Saturday night's main event.
Jesus Christ!
Which I again, just looking at this on paper, like you got to believe this is WWE trying to dilute the market and take as much attention away from and momentum away from AEW as possible.
Wait, there's a Great American Bash show next week too?
Yep, NXT.
That's Friday?
Yep, and that's one going that's one that's going head to head with All In.
No, I think Saturday night's main event is going head to head, isn't it?
No, they moved All into the afternoon to not go head to head with Saturday night's main event. So then WWE's like, okay, we'll put NXT Great American Bash head to head with All In.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and then Sunday's Evolution just to add more, fluid even further.
That's a lot of shows. What are you gonna watch next week? Next Saturday night? Are you gonna watch All In or Saturday night's main event?
I think we'd established with or me and RBV established he's gonna do the Saturday night's main event, and I'll show up whenever I get off work. And then Sunday's gonna be a replay watch along of All In.
When does Saturday night's main event start?
I want to say 8 Eastern, 7 Central.
Okay. It's a little too late for me, but apparently, Scott, apparently if Vince wanted to be on Busted Open Radio, he would have had to stop making fun of Denise without saying her name, essentially. Denise Salcedo, Todd.
Get me Hollywood, pal.
Or Hollywood, didn't he? So say that.
All right, that's 9 belts.
All in Texas, live in Arlington.
You know, props to her husband for putting up with her shit.
I guess. She's probably making money, so he doesn't care.
It's like shit. The money she's making, I thought all I gotta do is do DoorDash, you know, 2 days a week, and we're good.
Or he's probably got a good job that doesn't, you know.
Yeah, that's true. We can't really. Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, we don't know a lot about him. We're just making jokes.
Speculating. Yeah, he's probably got a good job.
Joining us here at the desk as Okada taking a very circumspect approach. Circumspect, a roundabout word. Why don't you talk about what great shape Okada's in? He looks fantastic.
That's true, Todd.
Yeah, for real. Bill Apter is the OG. He's the real deal.
Just like he put down Kenny Omega. We have not heard from Kenny Omega.
I do like Jason Powell of ProWrestling.net, though. He's good, too.
Agreed. He's like one of the few dudes who's like
Doesn't take it
You know,
seriously. Yeah.
Yep. And the fact that he also doesn't, he's not like the other guys who makes sure goes out of his way to watch everything. Like he has people on staff who does the watch-alongs and the reports on his website.
All-Star 8 women tag this weekend? Oh, yeah, that'll put butts in the seats.
Huh. Well, this is all speculation. We don't know.
Right.
Yeah, and Pal's at least a wise ass, too. Like, he'll throw sarcastic humor in there at times.
Sure got a lot of tag matches this week, and they're advertising for Collision.
Collision 100, too. Damn. Okay.
Plus Kyle Fletcher, Daniel Garcia, one-on-one, and a massive trios match. Mystico, Hologram, and Mark Briscoe taking on RPG Vice and Hechicero, the Don Callis family, all that, so much more. This Saturday night, Collision 100. And it's incredible. Mystico on Collision and a match like this.
That I don't know. I have not seen the Collision in a while.
Yeah, and that's a question you'd have to ask Jimmy T in the vet.
She's looking great, but Don Okada's got to have his mind on what's going on.
Oh.
Maybe we're going to be celebrating the end of Kenny Omega. Listen, I don't know what you know. It's Okada is wrestling like the multiple time champion that he is.
You guys have a lot of people already lighting off fireworks, Brendan.
Oh, yeah. And even though, like, all, like, you can't go past an intersection without seeing a sign saying they're illegal in this town, up to $1,000 fine, which I think is like, yeah, we're just doing this as a way of like letting you know. We're just letting you know as a legal thing, but we don't care. Because why else would they, like, with how many signs there are, why would they fire them off unless they knew they weren't going to get in shit for them?
Right.
Especially as literally the city hall and police department is at the end of my block.
Same lab rat. They're going off right now. Someone just lit one off, and I heard it outside. It's gonna suck Friday night. I go to bed at like fucking 7 o'clock, and I'm gonna be fucking probably woken up in the middle of the night with fucking fireworks. I work 4th of July, so I'll make good money Friday.
Nice.
Double time. You work Friday?
Yes, I do. I need all the in-store hours work I can get. I'm hoping we get busy too.
Do you get holiday pay?
Good question. I don't know.
You should ask. I think you do. Most people get holiday pay on like those type of on the major ones.
Yeah, and I was asked to come in early and do for the morning driver and do her prep work because she's not going to be available that day. So it's like, yeah, man, I need all the hours I can get because I can't do deliveries.
Right. Last Saturday night, you were woken by sirens.
He's so fast, yeah, and also so athletic. He's got a championship pedigree. Tough guy for Okada here on a 3.
It's kind of sad. Sirens have become kind of a norm, but the thing is, a lot of sirens I'm hearing are ambulance sirens, not like police sirens.
Yeah, same. I live downtown in Hartford, so I live like 2 or 3 streets away from the hospital, so I hear sirens all the time.
Wrestling resume, but also
I also live on the same street as a fire department, so I'm definitely hearing sirens.
Yeah, one of the rare times that living in that location, one of the rare times that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because that sounds awesome normally.
I mean, it's a safe area. Nothing ever really goes down on my block. Oh, you had tornado warnings. That's worse than fireworks, Scott.
Man, I live in, I'll put it this way. I live in like metropolitan suburbia St. Louis. Like I've been to pretty much every part in that like St. Louis, St. Charles, that county area. I have lived through so many tornado warnings where I've never seen a single tornado touchdown. Here's the thing though. They've touched down in other areas or municipalities or cities around me within the county, but I've personally never seen it, which is so weird.
Yeah.
So I know they're legit and real. It's just like, how has it never hit? How have I dodged it all this time?
Right.
Like there's this one furniture store nearby me. I mean, like 10, 15 minutes from my house. They've been hit by like 2 tornadoes and burnt down once, but they came back and kept thriving.
Don't forget tomorrow morning, guys. Friday locker room. Hopefully Ben Humming's back with me. 8 a.m., 8:15 a.m. Eastern ish. Todd's talking about Slammiversary next week, I guess.
I think we're still got a few weeks to go for that. I think that's on it's either on the 20th or the 27th of this month.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I see Mike Santana definitely walking out the champion on that. I think TNA knows Joe Hendry's on his way out the door as soon as his contract expires. He's going to WWE. Why not do what we can and use him and use Trick Williams to make Santana our guy and beat him up.
And Santana was originally a TNA guy, so.
Yep. Yeah, and Leon Slater versus Moose, that will be the show. Yeah, I agree with Todd on that too. That will be the show stealer match. Because Moose has this, he somehow has this amazing ability to make the guys he works with look so much better and elevate them. And Leon Slater's a guy that they've been pushing as an up and coming star. So if you're gonna have somebody drop the X Division title to Leon Slater and elevate him, who better than Moose?
Right.
Dude, there's a match that Moose had with Kevin Knight we still talk about to this day where even though I think Moose went over, he still made Kevin Knight look like $1 million in that match.
Right.
You don't just hit the guy, you go through the man's face, and whenever you hit the book, you went through like a football player that does a tackle.
Remember when AEW and TNA were partnered? That didn't last very long.
No, because AEW wanted to run roughshod over instead of making like a give and take, let's help each other relationship.
Right.
Like what this WWE TNA NXT partnership seems to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of an abusive relationship. Like they immediately put the belt on Kenny. He runs roughshod over all the main event guys.
Loses it to Christian.
And then loses it to Christian. And then you have those like paid promos. We got Tony Khan and Tony Schiavone just burying TNA.
I'm the only Khan. Tony.
Yeah, that was big. Yeah, it seemed more like Tony Khan's being like, "Hey, I'm the man here."
Right.
Yeah, he paid to talk shit about TNA.
Pretty much. Okada and Ibushi in the corner now.
Whoop, whoop.
This match isn't too bad so far.
I mean, yeah, for a TV main event, it's been pretty good.
It's better than putting Mercedes Moe on it 3 weeks in a row or something like that.
For real. All right, time for a little smoky toki tonight. I think we're still on the San Formoto skunk, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, nice. I'm out right now. I need to go buy some more. I took a break for like 3 weeks and then I bought some, but I just ran out last night and I just haven't gone to the dispensary to get any more. Can you deliver weed in your state now?
Depends. It kind of depends on where you go through and what you go through, but it is available. Because I remember doing DoorDash. I'll never forget this. It was on 420. I picked up a edible from like a licensed dispensary and brought it to somebody's house.
Oh, wow. Ooh. CEO, no. I agree, Todd. You need more THC syrup, some tincture. Need some more tink. I guess they're doing an overrun here again.
Yeah, looks like it. Yep.
Oh my God.
I gotta see this thing because I'm not there yet.
Just 10 days away from All In Texas, from Kazuchika Okada, from Kenny Omega.
Oh, get Bliss, nice.
Unified Championship, it will be winner.
I remember keeping it 100 where they're advertising them for a bit.
The double underhook on the Continental.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it was a good move.
It's just like he landed so low, or Okada landed so low on his back. It was like, that could have caused some serious whiplash. It could have been bad.
It looks better. It looked bad there, but when they do a replay angle, it looks pretty good. It looked pretty clean, actually.
Okay, cool. Yeah, here's the replay. Okay, yeah, that replay looked fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I apologize. I just know people personally from in the business who took like the D'Lo Brown low down bump and ended up like not landing correctly and landed right at the base of their spine and led to whiplash and they hit the back of their head and they were
Yeah.
actually legally dead in the hospital.
Yeah. I can't believe that was the finish. You'll see it.
Here we go. Finish it.
Yeah, that's kind of thing. Like Okada's finish is a good one. It's just you can't do stuff in the match that looks more devastating than that. Otherwise, it kind of shits on your finish, you know?
Right.
Like I'll never forget one time I was watching this like a 3-way or 4-way match in ECW. No rules. People were hitting each other with chairs, taking ridiculous bumps. Everybody kicking out of all that, and then Shane Douglas hits his belly to belly, just the regular, I got you here. Go down, 1, 2, 3. It's like, huh? Like, okay, we saw all that shit, but that pinned you? Oh, nice, Scott. Oh, wait, that's. No, we're still at 9 belts. We are still at 9 belts. You know, I will give AEW their props on this. When they have people do run-ins, they don't do the run-ins with the belts.
Right.
Like if they're a champion, they do not have their belt with them.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a tag team match next week between the Golden Lovers and somebody from Don Callis family.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like they're clearly building to that.
All right.
Yeah, and then looking at the space, yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely talking some same anniversary, pal.
Alrighty. I check out MLW every now and then too, Scott.
All righty, looks like that is it for the AEW watch along and bell count final count tonight. 8. I'm sorry, 9. I should say 9.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, 9. Sorry, I forgot about that one. So yeah, it's been a while since we've seen single digits. Actually, no, take it back. We saw a couple weeks ago. They're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oops, sorry.
No, you're good.
All right, so our schedule for this week. Tomorrow, of course, we got the Friday locker room. We got the Impact watch along and belt count. Friday, we got the SmackDown watch along and belt count. Finally back to 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, of course, we got Smack Attack. Saturday night, HMG After Dark. We're going to do a double header. We're going to do, at the insistence of the vet, we're going to do Black Dynamite. And then after that, we're going to do a watch along of Mallrats.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Mallrats is classic.
I'll never forget cooking homemade chicken wings and watching that.
Sunday, you got the Wreckage.
Yep, the Wreckage. And then Sunday, of course, HMG After Dark once again. And I think we're going to pick up where we left off with Lucha Underground on season 1.
Okay. Monday, you got the Monday Locker Room. And, of course, the Impact Attack.
Yep, and Raw Watch Along, which is kind of split between the Impact Attack.
And then, of course, Tuesday, I Like It Raw.
Yep.
And then Wednesday, the Next Level Review Podcast, which the Next Level Review Podcast is up right now on channelattitude.com as well.
Whoop, whoop.
What do you got? What are you playing tonight, Brandon, on Twitch?
That is a good question. I think we may pick back up with some more SNES stuff. I think I might try to do Mario again. I got I downloaded a ROM of Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World.
Oh, okay. See, I'm a huge Super Mario World fan. That's like my favorite game of all time.
Bro,
like I could probably speed run that if I really wanted to. That's how good I am at it.
I'm going to start with that tonight then.
Seriously, like I'm that good at that game. I can beat that game within like 10, 15 minutes if I really wanted to, just by going the star road and the back road and getting right through it.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that now. Now that you mentioned that.
Yeah, I've played that game literally on every Nintendo console I own. I have a ROM or the official version of the game. I love Super Mario World. It's my favorite game of all time. I'm a platformer guy. Like I'm playing Astrobot right now on PS5. I love Astrobots. It's a really good count. Bell count was 9. Todd. 9.
Yep, 9. Yeah, we had the AEW Women's World Title. We had Mercedes and her 5. We had the AEW World Tag Team titles, and then we had the. Oh wait, hang on. No, it was 10. It was 10. My bad. It was 10. I forgot about the ROH World Title.
Yep, MJF did a return last week because he attacked Mystico during MLW. All right, well, guys, going to do it here for another watch along, Brandon, unless you got anything else.
Now that is it.
All right, well, boys and girls, we'll be back again as we went through all the schedule. Come on back tomorrow night for the Impact Watch along with Brandon. And don't forget to go check out his Twitch right now in the next 10, 15 minutes and hang out with him while I play some video games.
Yep, and karaoke, pal. Whoop whoop. We're doing 80s, 90s, even like all genres in there, pal.
Nice. Cool, buddy. Thanks for hanging out, Lab Rat, Scott, Todd Brantley, Cold Blooded, and anybody else who was here.
Always a pleasure. Much love. Whoop whoop.
Peace, guys. Peace.